In this class, I'm going to show you some of the best VR apps on a mobile phone to use in the classroom. Let's take a look. In this video, I'm going to show you what you can do with the Google Expeditions and Google Arts and Culture apps. So these are both apps that have been released by Google and allow you to experience and show your students a variety of different virtual reality and augmented reality experiences. So let's take a look. So inside Google Expeditions, as you can see, there's absolutely loads of different content that you can look at. And it really varies across a wide range of diverse subjects. And having gone through all of them with a fine-tooth comb myself, I can definitely see applications for art, geography, history, science, ICT, design and technology, languages, even some maths, music, English, and architecture. So there's lots of different features and lots of different content. To help you out and kind of sift through the content, you can tap this VR button here at the top, and it will allow you to filter exclusively by virtual reality content. So in this case, I'm going to have a look at 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea because that looks interesting. And then I just tap this button here to download it to my device. This usually takes about 10 seconds to download. And then here I have three different options. So if I select the view option here, it'll bring up the content, and then I can move around and see this from different angles just by tapping on the screen with my finger and dragging around. To give me an idea of everything around me. I've also got text here, which has got a little bit of accompanying information, and there's even a quiz that I can answer as well. I can tap to bring this down, and I can swipe across, which will take me to the next experience, like so. Can scroll across again to see further content. And when I want to exit, I can just tap the X at the top here. You'll also notice this option here, View in VR. Now, if I tap this option, it will allow me to pop my phone into a cardboard headset, like I mentioned earlier, and then I can view it in VR through two lenses. And then finally, I've got something called the guide option. Now, this is quite an interesting option if you're a teacher. Basically, kind of show what's on your screen, but to all of your students' devices in the classroom as well. So it means that everyone needs to connect up to the same Wi-Fi network, and then they have to enter a specific code, and then you can swipe around your screen like so. You can show them different content, and they see exactly the same thing that you do. And there's also quite a nice feature here at the top, which allows you to annotate and scribble on certain sections as you're moving around to draw students' attention to something in particular. And this mode works as a guide function, but also in the VR function as well. So I can close that there. I can move across to a different experience, and I can tap start, and that will then bring that onto the students' devices, like so. Under the library section here at the bottom will show me any of the experiences that I've downloaded to my device, and I can also administer my class on this tab on the right hand side as well. Going back to Discover, I can also filter by different categories as well, so things like arts and culture, landscapes, science for example, or I can search if I'm looking for something in particular. So in this case, I'd quite like to learn a little bit more about the anatomy of a migraine. So I'll download this guide, wait for it to download, and let's view it. So for science teachers, there's quite a lot of content on here that you might find useful. Really nice way to kind of visualize content. And if I want to switch to VR cardboard mode, I've got this option up here in the top right as well. So this is Google Expeditions, but let me show you another interesting app from Google called Google Arts and Culture. So Google Arts and Culture is similar to Google Expeditions, but as you would probably expect, it's a little bit more focused on arts and culture. Over the next few months, Google is planning to move quite a lot of the content from Expeditions over to Arts and Culture. So for any reason you can't find the Google Expeditions app in your App Store, have a look for Arts and Culture, as they're hopefully planning on moving everything over to Arts and Culture very shortly. Arts and Culture is a really interesting app. There's a huge amount of content again available on this one. One of the few apps that I've found that you can get completely lost in, and there's almost no end to what you can find or what you can search for. For art students, design students, there's lots of really interesting and exciting content here to kind of look through, and you can go on tours of art galleries, museums, and you can view different types of artwork from different artists or search via colours. And there's sometimes some quite exciting stuff with emerging technologies on the app as well. So for example, I could look at creating music here with machine learning. Specifically for virtual reality, I can tap this tab at the bottom here, and I can select 360-degree videos. And these will take me to 360-degree videos that are available on YouTube, which I'm going to cover in a little bit more in the next video.
Some people have called the Hubble telescope the most important payload the shuttle has ever delivered. Is there a special feeling about this mission for any of you? You've all been up there before. Is this one really different?
One of the main objectives of the Hubble Space Telescope is to try to understand the true nature of our universe.
So here what I've been doing is I've just been moving the phone around me to see different angles and different perspectives, but I'll talk a little bit more about this app in a moment. So on this 360-degree videos page, there's quite a lot of content that you can kind of look for and search for. It'll take you to the YouTube app. If you signed in with your Google account, you can save it, so you can have it as a quick reference. Another way to kind of find things, because this app is so enormous, is via the search bar at the top. So if you search for something like virtual reality, it will give you some pre-populated results. So let's have a look at virtual reality tools. Again, this is a really nice page to have, so you might want to bookmark this one. So I can travel around the world, see lots of different places. So let's have a look at Christ the Redeemer. So again, it's asking me to pop my phone into a cardboard headset. So it'll notice once I've tilted my phone 90 degrees, like so. And then I can tap on my phone to advance and click.
Welcome! I will guide you on this visit to the Sanctuary of Christ the Redeemer. Situated in the Tijuca National Park, the Christ the Redeemer Sanctuary is the first open-air sanctuary in the world. It's a national symbol of the Christian tradition of the country and is an originally sacred space, with strong commitment from the entire Brazilian population to participate in its construction.
So inside the headset, I can look around and it feels really immersive. The reason why you can see two screens is because, as I've mentioned previously, the headset will split the screen into two lenses, so you can view one via each eye, and then your brain ties the images together when you're looking at it. So I can tap as well.
Christ the Redeemer Sanctuary is a space of religious celebration, charity, culture, interreligious pilgrimage, and ecology. Christ the Redeemer, one of the new 7 wonders of the world, is a
I can go out to that experience and look for other ones as well. So your best search options, if you're looking for something with virtual reality, are just to search for virtual reality. Or if you type in 360,